Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just bloods do. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
We will do it live. Shout out to everybody jumping in on the stream this Halloween. Ooh, it's gonna be scary today. It might be a scary one for us today. We'll see. We got about 3 billion on the line right now, but actually, it's only gonna be scary for the shorts out there, which I'm short. I am short. Round of applause and shout out to Doc the GOAT. Shout out to Alex O Crypto. That's my guy. Just trying to share this right now. How's everyone doing this morning? We're going to get right into it. We got some potential trades on deck. What's going on? What's going on, Jason Lynn? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, so let's get into it, ladies and gents. I know you want to see the free trades for the day. I'm going to be streaming later today on MGBX, by the way. Shout out to them. We're going to be doing the market weekly recap, which it's good that we're doing it at 4 o'clock because that's the end of the day. We can finally see how we end today. Last day of the month. Uptober not looking so good. I'm going to show you some stats, or at least this potential pattern that is not making it look good for next month if we end up the way it looks like we're going to end up. So Wisdom Bar said it's Bitcoin white paper day. Bow down and praise your master of crypto. There you go. Where's my coffee? God darn it, I left my coffee. Hold on, I gotta get my coffee in a second. Let me first get the let's get the charts up though. I want to get the charts up so we can see if we can make some trades complimentary of Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro. You guys already know. You already know. Hit that like button on the way in, by the way. Let's bring that chart up. Let's share this stream. Let's get more people in here as we warm up on this cool Halloween morning here in the D. So as you guys can see, we yet again another miss. No trade for us on the US zone. If you're trading euro, you will be doing nicely right now. Your trigger for a long would have been right here. Bam, you would have took 50% of your profits right here and another 25% here. So you're in the money good and steady. Ethereum, to the contrary, has been a wild ride. I got an article about Ethereum too, by the way. It might change your opinion about the future, potentially, maybe short term. I don't know. But we've been back and forth. This would have been a losing session for you if you were trading euro. Well, if you're trading euro, you would have made a little money before coming back down to baseline, going short again. We took a long at about 450 this morning right here. Took 50% of our profits here, but then we got slaughtered on the reverse. You would have made a little money on that trade because our short entry was still above our entry for the long. But this is where shit just went catastrophic for us. What are we doing here, ladies and gents? We got a range of about 1%, just going back and forth, back and forth. Usually when you have that happen, the breakout is going to be stupendous. It's building up. People are getting more and more frustrated. They're going to add more and more to the trade until it gets it right. And I think we probably got it right on this long right here at just about 11 o'clock this morning, right before the stream started. I think that's pretty much going to be the direction. We had the V here, the A here, the A here, another A here. Guess what? We violated all three of those A's. 3 strikes are out. That was 4, but hey, this is how I play my game. 3 A's taken out. Might become support now, this area. Now, we are talking on a 1 minute. Got to be clear. This is a 1 minute chart, so I can't take this too. But if you're trading on this very low time frame, you can respect these levels many times. So we got a V here. We got a V here. We got a V here. I'm just drawing all my A's and V's. All right. And we got a V here. So we are seeing, starting from this session low at 9:45, we are seeing higher V's. So we could get a move back down here and then a head higher from there to end the session. We need to listen. We need a big day today. And I'm not seeing it. The market structure is not showing me we're going to have a big day today. I'm just being honest with you. Not looking all that great. 118 next in Mastermind's opinion. Okay, 118. All right. That's, possibly. It's possible. But we're going to talk about this liquidation level. And hell, that may be your impetus for a 118 Bitcoin. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Hit that like button, ladies and gents. Let's get more people in here for the live stream right now. All right. I need your help to get as many people as we can in the building during this live stream. So hit the like button. Go ahead and share the stream. And I'm going to run and get my coffee really quickly. So you got to bear with me. I need my coffee this morning. I definitely need my coffee this morning. So you got to give me a second to get the coffee up and going through the system. So you got to give me a second. I'm going to run and get that. Hit that like button. And again, share the stream so we can get more people in here. All right, let's go. While we wait for the, let's see here. Let me see something. No trades right now, guys. No trades on deck. I do want to show you the macro chart really quickly. Range high 105, then 103, then bloody diapers. Oh, wait a minute. Wisdom bars. Wait a minute. You're going bearish on me now, brother? We're going to look at what years we haven't had a Christmas rally. I don't drink beer, bro. I do not drink beer. I actually can't stand beer. So let's look at what happened here. Because yesterday we got a tank. It really got ugly yesterday, guys. We dipped down to 107, 106 range, which is right there at this V right here. Ooh, it took out a lot of people. And I'm going to have to give my shout outs to my people from yesterday. They saved me on a couple $100. Even though we did go higher, I have to admit, we went lower first. So I would have been stopped out. So I had the right premise. I had the right idea. Let me see if I can even bring that up. Does it save my lines on this chart? Oh, it does. All right, so this is where we were yesterday, guys. I'm going to show you this really quickly so you can get your props. Get your props. Get your credit where credit is due. So as you guys can see here, I bought low right here. I kept buying. I bought down here. Bought down here. Bam. And you guys told me to get out right here. You told me to get out right here. I got the blue line showing me. This is the exit my subscribers have me get out. And lo and behold, what do? We went below my stop I had in the market, well below. I mean, we really got slaughtered. I would have stopped. I told you that was the last one anyway. But we ultimately ended up going higher, but I was well too early on that move. And yeah, this is where we are right now in the markets. 338.74 on Ethereum. Slang for yo. Detroit knows beers, man. That's crazy. Wisdom Bar says bear because of the market sentiment and lack of liquidity. We're going to look at market sentiment as well on today's episode. Again, hit that like button, share the stream. Let's get as many people on the team. Bloodalytics.com is where you need to be. This is what I use every stream to power my trades, to make the most precise moves and decisions you can in the crypto markets. Scalpalytics Pro is primarily what we use on a daily basis on our streams. And then we have Moonalytics as a swing trading system. Less alerts typically. Maybe we'll look at the Moonalytics signals for today. More of a swing trading, a longer term hold type of signal. But if you want to get down in the trenches, if you want to get y'all in the gutter, you got to go with the Scalpalytics Pro. But you got to have time for this. You got to really have some time to trade in the morning. I suggest U.S. time zone, and you should be out and be done by 1, 2 o'clock every day with Scalpalytics Pro. All right. So check that out. Again, link in the description below. I'll be right back. Got to go get this coffee, ladies and gents. Got to get this coffee. I'll be right back.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
I'm back like I left something, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I got my coffee. All right, I'm good to go. Got my cigar. Good to go. Hyping in the building. What's going on, my guy? Halloween, baby, Halloween. What y'all gonna do? Last day of the month for Uptober. Unfortunately, not looking good for Uptober. Let's take a look at the fear index right quick, and then we'll get back into seeing if we can get some trades, some free trades in for you. I'll look into I'll have to dip into the bag of tricks and see what else I got on deck from some of my other signals. But right now we are well too far up in the green on the long trades we're in on Bitcoin and Ethereum. We got the fear and greed index at 31 today. So we're dipping down into the fear level. Yesterday, we were hovering above the 40 marker, which indicates bottom range of your neutral zone. But yeah, we're dipping back lower. And actually, if we zoom in into the 30-day, you'll see we only briefly got our neck above water here, which was on the 26th, 27th. And then we started going back down on the 28th. The low, though, was the 17th of this month. Not all that great, guys. We're not seeing the momentum we need. And I have to say I was wrong about playing the odds of an Uptober. But what's concerning, let me just show you what's concerning. What's concerning is this. We've only had 3 negative months ever in the last 12, 13 years. Yeah, about 12 years, right? We've only had 2 ever in 12 years. That's a crazy streak. Is this telling us that something is changing? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go that far. But what do you see that happened in 2018? We had a negative 3.8% October. What happened in November? Ouch! Down 36% in Bitcoin alone. 36% in Bitcoin alone. We're right around that same range of down 3% for October. This is the last day. This is redemption day for us. Will we do it? I say not. I do not see us heading higher by 3% or more to bring us in the green. We'll know by the end of the day. I'll be doing a weekly recap. What's the biggest factor, Hyben asked? Shutdown. I think it's more so the rates, the verbiage, the language that Powell used during the FOMC, which I stream every FOMC. So make sure you guys check those out with me. We have a lot of fun. But Powell kind of shifted. He said, and I don't know if I even believe him. He doesn't like Trump so much. He's just probably just throwing shots at him. But he said a December cut is not guaranteed, essentially. It's not guaranteed. That spooked the markets big time. What's fucking with me is Bitcoin corrected, what, 30%, and alts 70 to 90%. This is a flush out of the bullish or the bullshit crypto projects, or we're about to finally make a crypto mainstream and start putting it into society, i.e. tokenization of assets and debt. Hey man, I've been wearing rose-colored glasses for some time. I've been holding on, hoping and praying and thinking that we're going to actually see some type of implementation of blockchain from a decentralized perspective happening in various industries that never happened. And I don't think it ever will. America controls too much of the market. America does control too much of the crypto market. Now it has been co-opted. It is pretty much over in regards to, when I say over, I mean it's over as far as true price discovery. I've said this numerous times. We should be at $900,000 Bitcoin, $1 million Bitcoin right now with all that's going on. I would have if you would have told me in 2000, let's just say 14, a year into me being in the crypto space, that in 10 years we will have an ETF, a futures market, multiple ETFs, Ethereum ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, Solana ETFs, all these ETFs and all this other stuff. The president of the United States talking about Bitcoin, and we need it as a strategic reserve, and various states talking about holding it as a. You would have told me this 11 years ago, 12 years ago, bruh. There's no way we would not. You couldn't tell me we would not be at $1 million. We're not at $1 million because it has been heavily suppressed by Wall Street and their cronies. So yeah, they're in here. You guys begged and wished for them to come, and now they're here. And guess what? You'll never see a $1 million Bitcoin ever again. Not again, but ever. I can't say ever, but you get the point. So we are in a very precarious situation right now. Very precarious situation with us ending October as it is right now. Again, we do have sometime. I will be doing a market review later on MGBX. So make sure you follow MGBX_EN. I'll bring them up really quickly. That is one of the exchange partners of my channel. I host their weekly show. So make sure you guys go follow, and I'll retweet it, but make sure you guys go follow MGBX right now. MGBX_EN. Okay, for the weekly recap this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. David said, I have never believed it then. We got it, and now they're running. Yeah, ruining. Exactly. They're ruining the Bitcoin crypto ecosystem. Most definitely, Dave. Most definitely, my friend. Hope you're doing well, Dave Brumbelow. Shout out to Dave. Otter Gang, the Piper Gang, Piper Academy. All you guys, appreciate your likes and support for sure. So there you have it. I'm concerned right now, guys, about where we are with October, because again, just to reiterate, just in case you're coming in late, as you can see, the last time we had a 3%, basically a negative. The only time we had a negative month was in 14, and that's I can't compare. That's like comparing apples to oranges. I was in crypto in 14. I'm telling you, it is nothing like it is today. We did not have the market price discovery. We didn't have the players we have in there now. So going back that far and comparing a negative, you might as well say there was no negative October. And, we shouldn't even count 14 or 13. But you start getting 17 and up. You go from 17 and up. You just use this roll right here, go 17 and up. That's when you start to get at least some resemblance of a market that we have today, closer to it, as far as the type of participants, the type of money flows and all that. You got to come back to the stocks. We are doing okay, bro. Nah, bro. Yeah, for now. I mean, I retweeted something. It's so funny you said that day, Hyben. I retweeted David Cullum, which I love, man. I love that guy. He is a jewel. He's a straight shooter, David Cullum. I retweeted. Where the hell is the tweet? Let me see here. Try to find this. This is a tweet he put out a couple days ago on the 29th, actually, 2 days ago. So organic. And look at this NASDAQ composite. Stair steps. It's like a TWAP. It's like the plunge protection team got us on TWAP. That's exactly what it is. It's fully manipulated. So when things get out of their control, The reversion to the mean is going to be deadly, Hyman, in equities. Now, granted, it's going to be even worse in crypto. So I'm not saying, you need to come over here. I'm just saying when the reversion to mean happens in the NASDAQ, it's going to be catastrophic for equities and diabolical for crypto. Shout out to my man Crypto, my crypto space over in the UK, my guy. That's right. Hit that like button, share that stream, ladies and gentlemen. We got a decent amount of people in the building today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on X, CryptoBlood_. Greatly appreciate it. So yeah, this is what we're dealing with, and this is what you're playing in right now, Hyben, a rigged game. And it's going to be a rigged game until you're playing musical chairs, basically. So we know, I mean, everyone looks like a genius in the bull market. So if you got it rigged to go up, all you got to do is keep buying the dips until the last chair is available. Until the last musical chair is available, and it's going to wreck everything. It's going to be worse than 08. 09. It's going to be worse for sure. So, as David Cullum said, so organic in a satirical, tone, being facetious there. I understand what he's saying, and you should too. You should too. So, let's take a look at this article again. I don't have any trades for us on deck today. I'm going to look into the bag of tricks. We'll take a look at some of my other signals other than the public ones available. But the public ones is what's, I like to try to trade off of because they're, what you have access to. So I want to show you what you can do. I trade live. I don't tell you what I did here and there and all of that. And no, I trade live. I show you trades live. We take profits live. We take L's live. It's all fuck it. We're doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it live. As old Bill O'Reilly would say. What's up with MicroStrategy? Sailor been quiet. He been quiet because he's nervous. He knows, he sees what's going on. He sees the market structure. And Jason Lynch, I've been very critical of Michael Saylor for years now. And what people don't realize is that in 2024, maybe it was 23's numbers, but I think it was 24. He was the largest net buyer of Bitcoin by a large margin. I think he bought like 30% of the float or something, 40% of the float, something diabolical, like crazy work. So he honestly single-handedly pretty much propped us up to where we are now. And Hyben, that's why I believe sub 100K is almost for certain, because Michael Saylor is going to be forced to show his hand, and he's going to be forced to sell some of those Bitcoins, and that's going to cause a cascading effect, not only with others that are not in the Wall Street game, but non-Wall Street participants. So retail investors are going to get spooked like it's Halloween. And then you're going to have other Bitcoin treasury companies. They're going to be first. So, retail is the dumb money. They're always last, holding the bag. So you're going to see boom, 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 boom. Starting at the top, Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy, forced panic selling, forced liquidations. Boom, 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 boom. And you're going to see every other Bitcoin treasury company follow suit, then the retail, and this is going to compound and make things worse than it should be. So the next crash that we see in Bitcoin is going to be worse, all thanks to our smart friend, Michael Saylor. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Speaking of Wall Street, Ethereum ETF sees massive outflows as institutions exit. Huh? ETF inflows have nearly stalled since mid-August, underscoring subdued investor confidence in the asset. I actually didn't know about this, that inflows had basically gone. It seems I don't know if the inflows have gone negative, so they're net outflow now, or just slowed down. It says slowdown coincides with Bitcoin shedding 2.8% over 24 hours, reaching intraday low of 108. Okay, recent crypto quant report quantified the decline, noting that the 7-day average outflow from U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs reached 281 Bitcoin, marking the weakest reading since April. Ethereum ETF inflows have nearly stalled since mid-August, underscoring subdued investor confidence in the asset. This is the only thing that's keeping hope alive for Ethereum ETF. I mean, for Ethereum is the ETF. There is literally, to me, no viable Ethereum ecosystem for you to invest in. Like holding the Ethereum token, to me, from an ecosystem perspective, is risky because I don't see the growth potential like I do with Solana and other blockchain 3.0 projects, layer ones. I don't see that type of growth and scalability with Ethereum. So Ethereum is being propped up by Wall Street and the financialization of Ethereum tokens, or Ether tokens. That's what's happening. Is your government still shut down? And if so, when you open it back up? The government is still shut down. Democrats are tweaking, man. Like Chicagoans say, tweaking on Fulham grave. They tweaking on Fulham grave. Yeah, Democrats are really fucking things up. And it's sad that some people still think that it's really the Republicans. No. The Republicans have little to do with this because they have a clean CR, a clean continuation resolution bill already set in stone, ready to rock and roll. Meaning a bipartisan continuation resolution bill already done. It was done a month ago. But the Democrats, Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, both from New York, by the way, are captured by the extreme individuals in the Democratic Party. So guess what? What's going on in New York right now? We got the Muslim guy that's about to win the mayoral race. Hakeem and Schumer are pretty much beholden to that extreme Marxist movement that we're seeing come out of New York City. So they had to kind of back and go extreme and say, no, we're not signing it. We're not going forward with the clean bipartisan continuation resolution bill that was made up and ready to go last month. Nope. They reversed course, ladies and gents. So I can't blame this on the Republicans. No, this is fully the Democrats putting a lot of people at jeopardy right now in America. You know, the SNAP benefits, WIC, they're playing around with fire. Because if they do not hurry up and get this together, you're playing with people's food, eating, livelihood. No, man, you're really trying to sow some civil unrest, but it's unfortunately backfiring. Everybody is noticing that this is not everybody, because I know some people that haven't, but the majority of America knows that this the Democrats that's holding this up. So ETF, I hope, goes wild. Only if the liquidity is there. Only if the musical chairs are still going on Wall Street. Yes, it's gonna infuse some more capital. But stuff is getting real top heavy. AVAX has an ETF or is going to get one too. There's only a few players in the space with actual motion. The problem I have with these single asset ETFs is that there already is no demand for like, I would think you would have a Bitcoin ETF, maybe an Ethereum one, maybe that's stretching it. But I really think it should be a Bitcoin ETF and then an altcoin ETF. And in that altcoin ETF, you got Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, XRP, the Bankers Coin, all the other stuff wrapped into one ETF. That's really how it should be done. But because we are in such a corrupt system called, I guess you can call it crony capitalism or whatever you want to call it, capitalism. I know people that are fans of capitalism want to say, this is not capitalism. This is something else. All right, whatever. I'll let you have it. But what we have right now is the extreme extraction of wealth from the system, from Wall Street. They instead of just doing one altcoin ETF, which makes sense because there ain't no damn demand for, it's not enough really for, I even go jump out there and say an Ethereum ETF, but I give you that. But all the other altcoins, Solana, AVAX, and I'm a huge fan of Solana, number one holding. It's not enough people in demand for a single asset ETF like that from the crypto side yet. But they're doing it because they make money off doing this. They make more money by divvying it up. It's crazy, man. People wanted the Dems to play hardball. People about to see what that means. I guess maybe you're right. I don't, I haven't kept my finger on the pulse on, whether or not they, the left wanted the Dems to really stonewall, but yeah, they're about to find out. F around and find out what Trump say, huh? But yeah, we gotta blame the Dems on this one. We do. We gotta blame the Dems. We just do. Crypto index. Yeah, man, that's all we really need. That's all we really need. So we're having outflows or a slowing of inflows from the ETF, Ethereum ETF. Things are slowing up for sure. And again, if it weren't for Wall Street and the financialization of Bitcoin through people like MicroStrategy and all these other Bitcoin treasury companies, we would be already below Hyben. We would be already below 100K on Bitcoin. So it's interesting to see that yet another green day. I ain't talking about the ban either. Another green day for Wall Street, like nothing's going wrong. Like Amazon didn't just make the largest cut in history off what, 15,000 or 30,000. I don't know how many. It was the biggest. Target laying off people. But the stock market goes up. I talked about it in yesterday's stream. If you want more of a explanation of it, go back and watch that stream, because I break it down on why the stock market will continue to go up, honestly, until everything breaks. It's going to be a melt up. It's going to be a melt up, because less human capital means more revenue, less overhead, less fixed overhead. Let's take a look at the markets really quickly, guys. See if we can let me see if I can go into the bag of tricks and see if I got anything for y'all. I don't think I will. We will look. So this is another, see if I can bring this up. Nope, I got nothing for this one. This is my other signal, which is we're long on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're too far away from entry on both of those. Okay. My last resort would possibly be, yeah, I don't see anything here as well. So I don't have any trades for you guys on this spooky Halloween Friday, unfortunately. But I will say this, it's not setting up for a good November, guys. I'll just bring this up one more time. Historical returns, monthly returns for Bitcoin. We have here, last time we had a negative 3%. November was down 36%. Again, is it enough for me to draw some type of pattern? Not necessarily. Why not blame Dems for the corruption on Wall Street? These evil people got you believing that children are starving because of the Dems. Why not blame Dems for Wall Street corruption? I wouldn't blame Dems for Wall Street corruption because it's really both of them when it comes to Wall Street. They're both in bed with Wall Street. So Republicans and Democrats are in bed, captured and controlled by Wall Street. So I wouldn't solely blame the Dems for the corruption on Wall Street. It's definitely both of them. Bitcoin above 110. Do you think Bitcoin will do all-time high in November? Okay, good question. So let's take a look at how far we are from all-time highs. And let's just kind of suss this out and see if that's even a possibility. So if we go over to our macro chart, and by the way, we did cross over on the altcoin side. We crossed back over the bloodline for a bearish signal on Tuesday. And you see we did dip shortly after, a couple days after that crossover. We're heading higher, but we're still well below the bloodline for the altcoins. So if we take a look at where we currently are with Bitcoin, November, we would have to go up 15%. Nah, not seeing it, bro. Not seeing us do a 15% month just on GP for November, especially following a negative October. I do not see us getting all-time high in November. Can't say what happens in December. Maybe we get a surprise rate cut by Jerome Powell. You know, he pump fake said it's not guaranteed actually for December. He told us that this week. But maybe we get a cut in December that can give us some push. And if we go look at December performance-wise, it actually hasn't been a Santa Claus rally like we may think it is every December. December has been quite red, to be honest with you. So our window of opportunity for closing out the year at all-time highs is really closing on us, because we don't have, I mean, we've had one last year in 2024. We had a great November, 37%. But look, that was a continuation from our October. We had an Uptober. We had an October in 2024. I mean, these are strong Octobers. 27% in 2020. I mean, that's an outlier. Really, honestly, since 2020 has been an outlier. Up until about 24, when all the money is gone, right? Back in the hands of the 1%, 0.1%, I should say. All that money printing got sucked back into homes, which are owned by banks, which is the 1%. Consumer goods, all that stuff owned by mega corporations, that's the 1%, 0.1%. So I'm not seeing a lot of leeway for us to get back to highs ending October in the negative like this. I'm not seeing it. We're 15% away from all-time highs, and we got 2 months to do it off the backs of a negative Uptober. Not looking good so far, in my opinion. OpenAI first company, yeah, 1 trillion. I saw that, JL. I saw that, but the IPO is not until potentially 2000 mid 16, even maybe going into 27, not 16, 26, and even potentially going into 27. By then, I would assume it's a $2 trillion IPO. Johnny Lopez in the building. So is this 4-year cycle different? It's so damn sure it looks like it to me, my crypto space. This looks nothing like any other cycle I've seen. Want to be trillionaires. Yeah, that's funny. You are making Peter Schiff happy. Come on, blood. Got to be positive, bro. And I'm going to be realist. I'm not going to be an optimist. I'm not going to be a pessimist. I'm going to be a realist. Shifty Schiff, man, that guy is having a blast right now, even though gold has pulled back a little bit. But, man, Peter been wrong so long, he didn't came around to being right. Round of applause. Enough negatives equal positive, and now he finally got it. Took him 15 years. And now he wants us to forget Bitcoin outperformed gold and left gold in its dust. He wants us to forget that. Nah, I'm not. I'm glad I didn't listen to Peter. It would be a different story for me. I'm glad I did not listen to Peter. Because this little measly, where did we go from? $1,200 gold to $4,000? That is nothing. Look, I have the monthly returns for going here. It's no competition. No competition. So Bitcoin still is beating gold by a long shot. By a long shot. That's interesting. I never really looked at the quarter breakdown of Bitcoin's returns. So Q4 has always been outsizably more performative than the other quarters. So Q4 is on average 78%. Now this Q4, yikes, this year is not been performing too well. So we're down 3% so far in Q4. Just kind of getting started, but yeah. That's interesting. Very interesting. Peter Schiff been dancing on Bitcoin. Yeah, yes. But I think we've had the last laugh, if you ask me. I think we've had the last laugh. That's it, though, ladies and gents. Get over to bloodalytics.com. Sign up. Scalpalytics Pro, if you have time during the U.S. session, during day trade, this is the signal to have. We're not. Listen, I wrote here on the site that really summarizes it up, really. Unlike vague signal services that leave you guessing when, where, and how to execute trades, Bloodalytics provides exact execution models for each trading pair. No interpretation required. You don't need to figure out what it all means. It's literally telling you to buy here, take profit here. Here's your stop loss. It's cut and dry. Either it's going to work for you or it's not. Because when you unfortunately, when you have systems that are just kind of like what's called indicators. A lot of the systems out there are indicators, and nothing against them, but it doesn't give you clear cut and defined entries and exits. It may say, oh, this is a bullish signal here. You can buy here potentially, right? Oh, this is a bearish. You're starting to get a little bearish here in this zone. You could sell here, but it leaves you really unsure because they don't give you take profits. It doesn't give you stop loss areas. It doesn't give you. It's still a lot of work you got to do. So why pay for additional work that's needed if you can get it all in one signal? CryptoBlood.io. You can check me out there. That's my personal site, and Bloodalytics.com for the signal. My crypto space says, is Trump still putting tariffs on China? Who the hell knows, man? Every damn day it's a flip-flop. I don't know where and when and how and what with this guy, man. I'm totally confused, my friend. Totally confused about what Trump's next move is. So I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Could not tell you, but we are having very choppy markets today, I will say. But I think we're at this point for sure, we're not going to see it's noon. We're not going to see a 3% move to the upside. Liquidations, there's 3 billion in liquidations. I think at let me see where that liquidation level is. If anyone knows, let me know. I can't remember the exact number. I think it's 118. I think it's 118. This is an interesting article right here. Let me see if I can bring this up. It just flashed up here. Oh, here it is. Was the October 10th market crash a coordinated crypto attack? Here's what the on-chain evidence says. So they're saying, and this is the narrative that someone was saying was happening when we were streaming. I'm saying, nah, you're confusing, or you're making a causation correlation fallacy association there, because they're saying it was triggered by what appeared to be a $60 million sell-off, which was later revealed to be part of a coordinated Oracle manipulation attack. But ladies and gentlemen, this would, in order for this to be the trigger cause of the sell-off, guess what would have happened? You would have had no impact in the equities market, right? You would have had no impact in the equities. This would have been a crypto-specific crash. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Equities got slaughtered too. So we know that crypto doesn't impact equities. We know equities impacts crypto. So the crash was because of Trump and the tariffs. They say Bitcoin Zay crashed the market. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I heard Bitcoin Zay is coming back on the scene. I gotta get with King because I'm still confused about that whole split. That was strange. The gentleman of crypto split. Very strange activities over there. I need to know what happened. I need to know what happened there. All right, ladies and gents, that's pretty much it for today. Happy Halloween. Be careful out there in them streets. Collect all the candy you can for your kids. And I'm out of here, people. Holla. See you at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. It's crypto blood. Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point. OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just bloods do. Bad motherfucker, but in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my trap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.